It's Vandiazzo back again with another Vanguard video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to the Patreon. So for this time though, our very first unboxing video. As you can see, it's Kagero Dragonic Overlord. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. It just arrived now. I know this is kind of late since it's been out for a while, but whatever. So first off, we have our first guide coming out of the set, just how to play the game and all that good stuff. We have our Nito playmat, if I could unfold it properly, with all pro plays in the back, personal field and everything, how to boost up your thing. And then comes the trial deck itself. If I can just group open the box slightly. Oh, there we go, got it. And then the cards, yes, the cards. Okay, let's get started. We'll go ascending. We'll go ascending, which means we start from the bottom up. So first off, we have our 3 gift markers, our special 2, and then regular force markers, then our special Dragonic Overlord force marker. So then starting off, we have our grade 0 that I do not know where the fuck it is. Okay. Fuck the grade 0, I guess. Wait, no, found it. Okay. First off, we have our grade 0 starter, Lizard Runner Undu. As you all know, like starters in V-Series is just one road upon, draw one. Neat card, lets you get a draw, basically replacing the ride. Now on to the triggers, I guess. We have 4 heals. Dragon Monk Genjo. 4 draws, Red Gem Carbuckles. Not the PG draws. 4 crit, Demonic Dragon Mage, Rashka. And finally, 4 more crit, Embodiment of Spear, Tar. Okay, now to actually get on with the set itself and not just the boring triggers and starting units, we have 3 copies of Dragon Knight Burge. So, if you all know what he does, he's a 10k shield, 6k powered grade 1, which is different from normal. But here's what it does. If this unit is put into... If your opponent has 4 or more rear guards, counterblast 1, shove it to soul, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and nuke it. Then, after doing that, give one of your units plus 10k rear guards. So that's useful. You can stack up powers for rear guards, and you can give extra criticals to and you can also retire more rear guards. Now on to our grade 1s. 4 copies of... Well, more grade 1s. 4 copies of Embodiment of Armor Bar. Shiny copy, as usual. 10k shield, 8k base, on place, counterblast 1, soul blast 1, nuke an opponent's grade 2 or less rear guard in the same column as it, and then after that, if you have more rear guards than your opponent, it gets plus 5k. So say you were both at 3, say you were at 2, your opponent was at 3, you called this to make it 3, you nuked the opponent's rear guard, now they're at 2 and you're at 3, and then this thing is plus 5k. Useful. Yep, that's all it does. I don't know why I thought it had a draw effect. 3 copies of Dragon Monk Gojo. 10k shield, rear guard skill. When it boosts, if the number of rear guards you have is more than your opponent, give it plus 3k. So, give the boosted unit plus 3k. So, it's useful because it's just an 11k boost, which is, I guess, okay in this game. Finally, our last grade 1 being 4 copies of our beautiful PG, Guard Griffin. Like normal Sentinel, you can only have 4 in your deck, and then discard 1 to nullify an attack. Beautiful. Grade 2 wise, I probably should have organized this before I did this video. 3 copies of Embodiment of Shield, Lam. 10k shield, 10k power, nothing special about it, just a vanilla to beat the crap out of people with. Cool. Now on to 4 copies of Dragon Knight Nehalem. 5k power, 10k base. When it's placed, counterblast 1, nuke an opponent's back row rear guard. If you do, Nehalem gets plus 5k. Worth it, it's 1 counterblast and you get possible plus 5k off it, which makes it so much better. Next up, our last grade 2, 4 copies of Dragon Armored Knight. 5k shield, 10k power. When it attacks, if your opponent's rear guards is 3 or less, it gets plus 5k. So it's the one unit out of all of them that says your opponent has to have less. Like, it's the one card out of all of them that doesn't compare your rear guards to theirs, just depends on their rear guard being less. Which is useful, because that's a permanent plus 5k on rear guard circle. Finally, our grade 3s. This went by really quickly. 4 copies of Crested Dragon. As you all know, the imaginary gift Force. Yeah, Force. And Rearguard Circle. When it attacks the Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or less rearguards, give it plus 5k. Useful, that means it's an 18k attacker, and against other Force decks, it's a 10k drop. Cool. Our last grade 3, and probably the most important of all these grade 3s, Dragonic Overlord. The best one out of all. First off, Imaginary Gift Force, as you all know. And then the skills. It has 2. And it's just the only card in this deck that has 2 skills. First skill, Act. Vanguard or Rearguard, once per turn, Soul Blast 1, it gets plus 10k till the end of the turn. So it's a useful plus 10k anywhere. And Vanguard Circle only, once per turn. When it hits anything, Counterblast 1, drop 2, restand it with a drive -1. So it's useful, it can get you more attacks, it can be more powerful, and it can hit anything to restand, which is very useful. Problem with this is that you have to discard 2 and you lose 1 drive. So it's kind of a way to see, is it worth it just to get more attacks out of it? Because you're dropping more hand to get an extra attack, or do you want to keep the hand and not waste the counterblast? But either way, good deck. So, definitely have to say it's going to be one of my favorites. I've always wanted to use Overlords in Standard, and now I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and donate to the Patreon. Now, see you on the next one. Don't forget to stand up your Vanguard.